Hi, I'm Cameron Gonzalez.
And I'm Cameron Goodman.
And we just watched Black Widow.
Yeah, we're back with another reaction. Not really, I mean, I guess it's a review as
Yeah.
well, but it's not going to be...
Post-theater reaction, I'd say.
Yeah.
Except we didn't see it in theater. We saw it at home, in the backyard, in my home theater.
On Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus. Yeah, we paid $30.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so what are your initial thoughts? Like, what did you think of it generally?
I thought it was pretty good. Just because I had very low expectations for it.
Yeah.
Basically because every time we watched a clip, you were like, that looks horrible. And I was just like, okay, maybe this movie's not going to be great. I would say as far as female-led Marvel movies go, it's better than Captain Marvel, I think.
Yeah, I would say it's better than Captain Marvel. I mean, it was, it was pleasant. It was a nice way to spend 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would have enjoyed it a bit more if it came out after, like, Civil War, like, before. But I guess, like, with the end credit scene, it needed to come out after Endgame.
Maybe.
She literally goes to Natasha's grave.
I mean, but it's like they could have made that movie and then put a different end credit scene in.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, it was just weird, like, watching Nat's life after Civil War, after we know that she's dead now.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't really tie back into the story at all, because, like, even, like, the villain, like, is not a villain in the main MCU timeline, I guess you could say.
Who even is that? Which she kind of said to his face.
Yeah.
Anyway, I give this movie, I would say, a 67, but that sounds like a failing grade. That's like a D.
I was going to say a 7 out of 10, so that's basically around the same.
So yeah, so let's see how it starts off.
With them in Ohio, 1995.
Yeah, so decent scene. They're doing good. There's a little accuracy. They're trying to take off in a plane. Ooh, and then there's the dumbest cover. It smells like Teen Spirit.
Well, no. Before that, they land in Cuba though.
Yeah.
And I was like, why can't they just live there? Like, why'd they even have to go back to Russia?
Because S.H.I.E.L.D. was following them, weren't they?
I feel like S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't have jurisdiction in Cuba, though, right?
S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't give a fuck. S.H.I.E.L.D.,
I guess, yeah.
How they don't have, they'll just go to space, but they don't have
What's stopping them from going to Russia?
I think they just have, more connections or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was S.H.I.E.L.D. It looked like it said S.H.I.E.L.D. on the thing.
Go ahead to your cover that you loved so much.
I don't know why they would disrespect Nirvana like that. Don't, if you want the song, just play the original song. But also, it was weird. It was just play the score to the movie.
It was very weird cover.
And it's I
know. It was a weird, indie current, cursive singing cover of Smells Like Teenage Spirit.
I think I know why they chose that song, because they say and we're all just entertainers or whatever, and we're stupid and we're brainless, and that's kind of
the song makes sense.
Yeah, the Black Widows are all drones and stuff, and then it's a female cover of it, but it's still the cover.
It wasn't a great.
It just ruined a fantastic song, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
Movie goes up from there though.
Yeah, so then it's revealed that this is set in 2016 post Civil War with Natasha on the run. Ross is gunning after her, but he can't keep up.
He had another heart attack, apparently.
Yeah, she said it's like another bypass, isn't it?
Damn.
Yeah.
So she's chilling in Norway, and then
we cut to the widows at work with Yelena, basically, and she does this knife thing where she's on the ground and slices the lady's stomach, and we both were like, that's from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, because she had one hand was impaired, and then she dropped it and then got the other. Yeah, it was when
Arya killed the
Night King.
Yeah, the Night King. Stealing Arya's moves.
Yeah, so that happened. It's chill. When I say it's chill, that means I'm just skipping over stuff because I don't have much to say about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, did she know the Asian lady? But it's kind of cleared up that she did. But the Asian lady was free from mind control and Yelena wasn't yet. So, yeah.
Okay.
I just said that the black guy who's helping Natasha is Luke from The Handmaid's Tale. If anyone watches The Handmaid's Tale, that's the main character's husband.
Is that another show about trafficking women?
Yes.
So,
It's basically.
the man has an agenda, I guess. I guess he's like, stop trafficking women.
I kind of liked like the villain of this movie. Was it the Taskmaster?
Taskmaster?
Taskmaster.
The villain, or like the villain's muscle?
The villain thus far in the movie.
Okay, yeah.
Because we don't know that Burkov is still alive yet. Just because like she mimicks all the heroes' like signature moves. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I knew it was a lady when I first saw him. I don't know the machine, whatever. I don't know if I hope it's a stunt woman in the suit, because when I saw, I was like, she kind of walks like a lady.
Yeah,
kind of built like a lady. But
it's a lady.
Yeah.
A
lady.
We like female villains in this stage of Marvel, actually, because I mean, we got Sharon, we got Julia Dreyfus.
Is she a villain?
I'm pretty sure
she's just an opportunist.
That's valid. Agatha, another female villain.
Wanda.
Loki, so far Renslayer seems to be the villain. Obviously there's a bigger bad, but as of right now for episode 5, yes, so phase 4 is the phase of female villains thus far.
Okay, my next big note, we skip a lot to basically how the whole sort of operation with the family dynamic and then the widows. So do you have anything in between?
I just have the most basic note of I love Florence.
She was
amazing.
Yeah, her character is really cool. I was like, how are they going to differentiate this character from fucking
Nat?
Yeah, Natasha, Scarlett Johansson. I was like,
she's very much just like a little sister, like kind of annoying, but like in a cute way, I guess.
She's like funnier. She's like less serious than Natasha. So that's cool.
Yeah, I really liked her. That scene when they were like fighting in the apartment, we were both like, what the fuck? Why are they going so hard?
Yeah, I was like, they're trying to kill each other.
We also said Nat should have been dead about 10 times in this movie at least. Especially the scene where she's like falling and like hitting like various like air conditioning units and stuff.
Spider-Man 2 style.
I was like, so your spine is cracked?
Yeah.
You're paralyzed?
She should have been pulverized in that car crash when Taskmaster hit her in the beginning. I don't know how she swam when she was injured, when she fell in the water. Back broke.
Yeah. Later, she should have caught on fire.
She should have caught on fire, asphyxiated. That fire should have been eating up all the oxygen in the room.
Yeah. And then I just said like the Budapest chase scene. They were like, what's collateral? Yeah. They did not give a fuck. I guess it's the Red Room people. They were just like, they had this big like tank-like car. Not a tank, but like,
yeah, like a tank. Armored
vehicle, just plowing through the streets. Yeah. Once again, they just be killing civilians out the wazoo in these movies. Oh, just a random fun note. I said I also would like to slide like in the middle of like the escalators in like a tube station.
Yeah.
That looks so fun, but like in reality, I would actually bust my face.
In reality, you'd go so fast. Those things are steep.
You'll fly
and they're
into
so
the tracks.
long. Like you just be getting faster and faster.
I think it would be fun. I'm pretty sure people have done it. And they die. No.
if you're like in a parkour, so you can do like a cool little flip once you fly off the end. You know, right, then do a superhero pose.
All right, I'll work on it.
Oh damn! And then if you got scared like halfway through, and then you tried to get on the escalator, you'd still be like falling.
That would not be a good plan at all.
You'd be. I know. Like if you were like, oh fuck, it's going fast, you just fall down the stairs.
I think you could just grab onto like a rail and it'll slow you down. Especially if it's traveling up. Like you might
rip your shoulder out. Yeah.
Never mind. It's all bad.
Become the Winter Soldier.
Not a bad idea. But then I said not Nat killing a child, because she literally waited for that man's daughter to go in his office and then was like, yeah, blow up the building.
Yeah, but it was like, I understand. Like, okay, it's like, would you
No.
Okay, no, look. Yeah, I haven't even finished. So this guy, he's like a human trafficker, right? He just steals girls and then gives them hysterectomies and brainwashes them. So it's sort of like, would you kill? This is so. Would you kill one little girl
To save.
to kill Harvey Weinstein?
This is the trolley. This is the trolley
Harvey
problem.
Weinstein. Yeah, it's like the trolley problem. It's like, would you kill one little girl to kill Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, I guess.
It's like,
but she didn't succeed anyway, so no.
Yeah, somehow.
But
they didn't explain how she didn't succeed, but whatever.
Yeah, they didn't explain at all. They're just like, accept it, and I'm like, okay, I accept everything they give me at this point. And then I just said, like, my favorite scene in the whole movie was Yelena making fun of Nat, like, hero pose and hair
That
flip.
was funny. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
She was like, you do like this thing where you just do it.
Fighting with the arm and the hair, and you do like a fighting pose.
Yeah, that was the best part. And once again, I just love her and her little vest with lots of pockets.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that was, I mean, that's definitely like a retroactive right thing. They were like, oh, why don't we give Yelena the vest? Because was this movie even planned before Infinity War?
That's a great question.
I feel like somebody was like, this would be cute.
I was wondering, like, when was this filmed, like, after Endgame? You think they?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't. I'm
they
pretty sure, like,
planned.
this was like filmed well after Endgame.
Well, I mean, Marvel, they always have a plan. They're 5 years ahead of us, I'm sure. So I'm pretty sure it was probably planned for them to retcon that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have God, what's his name? Alexei, aka David Harbour, in prison, arm wrestling people, and he breaks a man's arm.
Yeah, there's a lot of broken bones in this movie.
And I said, I'm scared of him. He's actually insane.
Well, that guy tried to step to him like he could do something.
All of them did, but
well, that guy was like really thought he could do something because he's like, I'm big.
That's like me going up to Captain America and being like, all right, or Bucky with his metal arm, like, all right, let's go, bro.
Yeah, he was like, you're just a washed up superhero. I'm like, he still has super strength.
He's still a super soldier, basically.
Like, bro.
Speaking of him being a super soldier, he could have broken out of that prison himself.
Oh yeah, we see he could have just got out. I guess he was like, it's not worth it.
I guess
because he could have got shot.
Also, like, what would his escape plan be? Because like we saw, they're surrounded by mountains, prone to an avalanche. Like, yeah, I guess without someone with a helicopter, it's like
you would have froze. Yeah, if he had got out, he just would have froze to death.
But he's a super soldier, and I mean, Captain America apparently didn't have hypothermia coming out of the Arctic water.
Yeah.
So he might have been okay.
Can we skip to the pig farm?
Yeah, go ahead. That's the next scene.
Okay. Here's what I think. I don't know how do I phrase this. This is what I like about Marvel. Like, all their stuff is connected, obviously, but I feel like they connected in really interesting ways. So we got what's her face, who like learned to control the pigs or whatever. Yelena. With some like neural overwrites, and she was like, oh yeah, basically we, as in like the Russians and what's his name, Burkov, he's like, we got this technology from
Dreykov, sorry,
what?
Breakov
the Russian bad guy, and like whoever his organization was or whatever, like the Black Widow organization, they got the mind control technology from Hydra. Well, from S.H.I.E.L.D., but it was actually Hydra. And, like, they basically got the blueprints for mind control, like, from the same kind of stuff that Hydra used to control Bucky. And so I was like, oh, snap. I think that was a really bad explanation, but I think that's really
it all connected back to how they were able to control Bucky.
Yeah.
Is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm like, that's like, I like that they, I don't know, included that.
Also, random note that we kept saying, Rachel Weisz looks amazing.
She does.
For her age. I'm gonna have to go vegan because I want to look that good at 50. She looks so she good. Looks like Scarlett's age, basically. That's amazing. Crazy. I love that for her. But yeah, then we have Oh God, what's his superhero name?
Red Scare.
It was not Red Scare. Red something. God, I forgot. Trying to put on his outfit, and I was just like, that's just me after this pandemic. I cannot fit anything.
That's me now. Like, yeah, currently,
due to being stuck on the couch for a whole year.
Literally, was Red
Soldier, entertainer.
Because she calls him Red Commando or something.
No, it definitely wasn't the C.
I'm about to look it up right now.
While you're doing that, they were eating they weren't even eating. They were just drinking around the table, and this man's gonna say, I just got out of prison and I have a lot of energy. And I was just like, ah! Disgusting. That was so nasty.
Red Guardian.
Guardian.
I would have never remembered that.
I was like, Guardian. Soldier, entertainer, just going letters of the alphabet. Red Guardian, yeah. And then at first I hated Melina because she was like already called the Red Room. Mm-hmm. But then it was revealed that they had a plan all along. And I mean,
she did call them though, to begin with. But
like
then she reneged, I guess. So we stand.
Well, the whole time they were like, get us to the Red Room. So maybe she always was gonna help them.
Maybe. And yeah, so the Red Room, here's where physics go. Bye-bye. I mean, they haven't really been present. So far they've been asleep in class. Physics have been asleep in the classroom. And then once we get to the Red Room, they just leave. They're playing hooky.
Okay. Before we get to the Red Room, though, just a random question. Would you rather have a dad talk from Alexi or Hopper from Stranger Things?
Definitely Hopper. Alexi's stupid and has like no emotional intelligence.
But it was funny, like when he was doing the fish conversation. He was like, I had frostbite and my dad, he pee on my head.
I was thinking about that. Like, that was supposed to be a joke, but I was like, would that like work? I was like, couldn't you just stick your hands in your crotch? Like, why do you have to pee on them? Couldn't you just put them down your pants?
Well, I guess because he was like, urine is 35 degrees.
But like,
so
if you put like in your armpits and like your like,
it might not be hot enough though, because
it'll be close.
The cold might have already traveled through your body, but like it won't affect your urine.
Cold your
I'm a STEM major. Don't question.
No, hold on. His hand, it's just his hands. His whole body ain't going to water.
I know, but cold travels maybe. Ice in your veins.
It don't. Anyway, okay.
If that were the case, then why do people get hypothermia? Just hug yourself, bro. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying, look, when he puts his hand in the thing, first the blood is, his hands are gonna get cold, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you put them somewhere where it's like skin on skin and it's close to like 98 degrees, that should bring them back up to temperature.
I feel like our internal body temperature is 98. We're not 98 degrees on the outside.
You're close to it. In the pits part, like this is probably like 70 degrees. But like your crotch where it's just straight up, it's probably close to.
Let's hope I never have to pee on you.
Because then that's going to cool off so quick too.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I said when Natasha was laying in her cell, she kind of looked like she was laying in the same pose that she died in. Her legs were kind of like bent a little bit like that.
One leg under the other.
Yeah.
Like make a little four with your legs.
But yeah, she was making, that was her death pose basically. And also it's revealed that she was using that same mask that she used in The Winter Soldier. And also that was used in Civil War to take over Bucky's life, whatever.
What?
Frame him. Zemo used to frame him. Wasn't it the same mask?
No, he was using prosthetics.
Oh, okay. Well, the same mask that she used in The Winter Soldier when she was pretending to be the councilwoman.
Mm-hmm. She said, Mission Impossible who?
Yeah, they brought it back. Unlike Game of Thrones, they said, forget the faceless tricks that Arya learned. Yeah. Those jail cells were amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, this looks nice. There's like a little, it looked like there was a little kitchenette in there.
I know you don't watch The Handmaid's Tale, but the jail cells that they had in Canada when they got trapped there were also like decked out hotel rooms. And I was like, bitch, I would not mind getting arrested in Canada, apparently. But yeah. And then it's revealed that the robot Taskmaster
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say taskmaster, but taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
I can't talk.
Taste tester.
The taste tester was his daughter that survived. He also survived, not a scratch on his
Not a
body.
scratch on him.
But apparently she needed a lot of work done on her to survive. And then he says that Natasha can't attack him because of his pheromones, and I was like,
ew,
disgusting.
I was like, not this old man saying pheromones. Just don't say anything like that. And also, I'm like, I know where this is like a crazy universe, and there's like Viking space aliens and all sorts of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that for some reason broke my suspension of disbelief. Like you can't hurt me because the what the fuck? No, I don't know. That's weird.
Does that mean that wait, no. She had the whatever triggered that in her mind too. Never mind. I was gonna say, was she just a good actor, like acting like she can hit him, but she really couldn't until she banged her head.
Do humans even have pheromones?
Yeah.
Can humans detect other humans' pheromones?
Subconsciously.
Is this a proven thing? Are you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, this is something like we learned about in like psychology and like biology type classes.
Okay.
Apparently, that's like why you fall in love with people. But anyways, the Taskmaster used Black Panther like claw thing, and I was like, how did they even learn that?
Oh, I liked when Taskmaster did Bucky's fighting style.
The knives,
knives. Bucky's my favorite.
Yeah,
fighting.
We love Bucky.
Style. He's also just my favorite. But
Bucky fan club here. But yeah. How? Like, when did they ever see them at work? They watched the movies. They saw Black Panther and they were like, I like that.
Just uploading CCTV footage to her little heads up display.
And then you just said, is this a movie about human trafficking?
Yeah, and I guess definitively it is.
Yeah.
Because they are. But like when she pulls up all the pictures of those girls, I'm like, this seems a little real worldy in this bitch.
Why only girls though?
Because fuck women, I guess. Because people don't respect women.
Shoot, would you want to be an amazing warrior at the cost of not being able to have babies?
No, I don't want to kill people. What the fuck?
Oh. Okay. I wouldn't mind it. I don't think.
No, I'd like to have a normal life.
I would just like to be able to fight like Natasha. What if you could like gain those fighting skills without having to kill people?
But when am I ever gonna like fight? When am I gonna need to fight like that? It's not practical.
On the way home from the club, some guy tries to hit you up and you're not trying to talk to him and he don't take no for an answer.
Like I could just learn some jujitsu.
Do that or just Black Widow him.
I'll just jujitsu, break his arm,
right.
Go about my business, still have babies one day.
I don't care about children, so I'm good with a dog like Yelena. I like seeing all female fight scenes. Like we said, like there's all the widows and Natasha are just fighting in the office. I like that.
Oh, this movie passes the Bechdel test because
they are never talking about me.
No, because Yelena and Natasha, when they were talking about her vest.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was the Bechdel test passer scene.
Any conversation between any of the women in this movie?
No, but it has to be between women and they can't be talking about a man.
They were never... Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess planning to kill Draco?
Draco?
Draco.
Ivan Drago.
Trying to kill him, I guess that's talking about him. Yeah, okay. More Bechdel tests. Excelling with flying colors. And then we just have the scene. I was just like, it's so annoying to me in like superhero movies when like the villain or the hero makes like this huge speech before finally killing the other. Mm-hmm. Like, I know it has to happen because you can't just straight up just. But it gets annoying at one point. So like,
you see, you can't just. John Wick does it all the time, and those movies are crazy popular. Have you seen John Wick?
No, I haven't, but I've heard of him.
Can I spoil part of it?
No,
Okay.
I might want to watch it someday.
The point is, he don't be talking. Works out just fine.
Does the bride talk in Kill Bill before killing people?
Hell yeah.
She does, yeah.
Fucking hella.
Yeah, I mean, in any movie but John Wick, they always like, you did this to
Monologuing.
me in my, what's my mother's real name? It's like, bitch, if you don't just shoot him, you're not gonna get the satisfaction you really want until he's actually dead. So just do it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, she gave him time to summon all the widows, and then she got her ass beat a little bit. But then Yelena came through with the mind control erase bomb. They could have used that in Westview.
I don't know if it would. Do you think it would have worked? Because
Against Wanda's powers?
yeah, because Wanda's like magic, and that was like science. And like everything in the thing was like real. Like Wanda.
Okay,
changed.
what if like somehow that's how Agatha gets out of Westview? Like someone releases her using something like that.
Using some
Some of that mind control.
mind control stuff.
Eraser juice.
Perhaps.
Maybe. I mean, Agatha's gotta come back. That can't be the end.
Really? I think she's stuck there forever. I said, damn.
That would be so anticlimactic.
Trap her in her mind. Christ.
That's so rude. I would hate to be trapped in my own mind. Oh, also, like, Natasha literally killed that girl once and still was like, I have to go back for her. Why do you suddenly care about this girl?
I mean, she cared before. She's like, oh, I don't want to do this, but killing,
Jacob.
yeah.
The ends justify the means.
Yeah, she's like, the ends justify the means.
I love Machiavelli.
They do.
In Marvel these days.
They do. I feel like they always, because they were gonna, they destroy everything whenever they're in town. And they're like, we saved millions. How many people died? 300. That's all right. Yeah.
But how many survived? But yeah. Nothing about them escaping that and falling through the air made sense.
No, not so. First of all, the whole thing's on fire while Black Widow tries to download like all the missing girls information or whatever. She should have. First of all, fire is hot even when you're not like all. You want to be on fire for it to be like.
Fire is hot, water is wet.
Like I'm saying, like she should have been burning basically,
yeah.
like very uncomfortable, if not incapacitated.
Not being able to breathe. Definitely.
Yeah, the fire is using up oxygen. Should have been hella smoke.
I don't know where Yelena was the whole time. It was like she threw the bomb and then like left. I don't know where she went.
She really did leave. She said, "All right." I guess she went to go find the dude, the bad guy whose name we don't know.
But yeah, just them like falling through the air and stuff.
Things are blowing up.
They didn't hit a single.
While they're still on the thing, things are blowing up. She didn't get hit with any shrapnel.
After Iron Man, shrapnel did not exist.
Yeah.
But yeah, didn't get hit with any shrapnel, and then we have them like falling through the air. Yelena was like unconscious and didn't hit a single object. It was just like she was just floating by everything.
Just massive pieces of steel.
And then the kicker, Nat just randomly grabs a parachute, jumps, finds Yelena, puts it on her, deploys it. And then they're like holding on to each other at eye level. And I was just like, that's not how that works.
Bent. She's like this. And they're falling. Yeah, like she's like this. And I'm like, I think you'd be exerting some great amount of effort.
Yeah, been hanging on. Like,
you wouldn't be like floating next to each other.
That was just a lapse of judgment on their part for that.
Yeah. And I was like really trying to think. I was like, maybe because they're in free fall, but I'm like, no, they're not in free fall because of parachute.
Yes.
So they said, like I said, physics did not show up to class at the end of this movie.
Yeah. And then pretty much from there, I mean, they land. Natasha somehow lands. She is also landing on objects in air with the Taskmaster. First they land on like something glass and then they crash through something glass, and I was like, you can't land on glass and then crash through glass in the same scene.
First of all, going through most glass would cut the fuck out of you. like when you see glass shattering in movies, that's just like resin, and it's
Mhm.
like really easy to break because real glass will like cut your carotid artery if you go through it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but then they land in the field, not as rough as they should have.
yeah,
'Cause
Nat
even
looked
she
pretty
deployed her
clean.
parachute very late.
She did.
They were like
Should've been
50 feet.
legs broke.
But yeah, they land. They fight a little bit, and then she frees the taskmaster from her mind control. She's like, "Is that man finally dead?" She's like,
She
"Yes."
said, "Oh, thank God,
Thank God my dad's dead.
fuck that bitch." I was like, what if she like releases the mind control and then
She was brain dead.
yeah, Antonio was just like brain dead from the explosion.
That would have been really sad.
That
So I'm
would've
glad
been-
they didn't go with that.
I think yeah, they might have been like, that's
That'd
too
have been dark.
fucked up.
That'd
I mean,
been dark.
is it more fucked up than the hysterectomies on minors?
No.
So I don't know. They could have did it. Anyway, they didn't do that. She's okay.
Then it ends, Ross and them are about to come get Natasha, and everyone else leaves with the widows that were freed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last we see of them. And then it just cuts
Yeah.
to 2 weeks later, and I was like, I want to see how she escaped like all those freaking agents coming with Ross to get her.
She ran on foot. The adrenaline
They're
from
like, "Alright."
falling out the sky was like still in her, so she could sprint really
no
fast.
type of leg injuries. She's
No
just,
type of, not even covered in like soot or anything.
yeah.
She's still,
Somehow
like-
she escaped all that caravan of people coming after her. And then 2 weeks later, she has her blonde bob that she had
A
in
look,
Infinity War.
If you ask me, her best look in the MCU, I think.
It does look pretty good, but I do like her red hair. The guy is sleeping on the ground for some reason. He's always sleeping, but this time he decided to sleep on the side of the road. Then he takes her to, was it a Quinjet or?
I think it was the Quinjet.
Okay, I thought so. And he's like, go get him, whatever you're gonna do.
Thought we were gonna see Chris. I knew Chris Evans wouldn't show up for this because he's done with the MCU, but I was like, still like, what if Chris Evans?
They use like an old outtake shot.
Or he just showed up for like 1 second on
Yeah.
set, and he was like, Natasha,
let's go free everybody
let's
from
go
the
free.
from
And
the
he's got
donut.
his shield, yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was gonna be more like her like helping him get them from the raft, but it wasn't. Then we have the post-credit scene, which is Yelena visiting her grave, and I was like,
Her as in Natasha
yeah, her as in Natasha's grave
with her dog.
with her dog. She got a dog. And I was like, Natasha's body never made it back to Earth, so why is there a grave?
There's graves for you don't have a body to have a gravestone.
Really?
Like,
Seems
what would they do with the like soldiers that or 9/11 victims? They still have graves.
but why?
What the fuck? Did you?
It's a waste of space. And anyway, I don't like graveyards anyway, so I'm not the right
Wait,
person.
People
to
they
discuss it.
still give headstones to people who their bodies aren't recovered or
Interesting.
yeah.
But yeah, there's these cute little trinkets at her grave. On her tombstone, it says daughter, sister, and Avenger. Yeah, and then Julia Dreyfus, Valentina. I don't remember the rest. Fontaine was in. Am I mixing that up with Drag Race? Probably. Valentina comes up next to her, and she's like, I got a mission for you. And her mission is to kill Hawkeye. And I said, why? That was Nat's best friend.
yeah, and like Nat voluntarily died.
Yeah, she was like, how about you get the man that's in the reason for this? And I'm like, first of all, it was a team effort.
First of all, the man that did it got his head cut off by Thor, so that ship has sailed.
Second of all, you don't even like, you weren't there. How do you even know like what happened? It wasn't like Hawkeye was just like, bye Nat.
Yoink.
He wasn't like Thanos with Gamora.
Yo,
They
yeah.
were literally duking it out to die, and she self-sacrificed. So
Mhm.
it was wrong of her to blame him and then send her sister after him.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess this is maybe a teaser for the Hawkeye series.
It's definitely a teaser for the Hawkeye series.
The Hawkeye, is it even like a Hawkeye? It's like Hawkeye's kid series.
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld as
But he's in it.
Kid series. Yeah, I'm not excited for that one either.
I don't have nothing to say just because I don't know. I feel like people like unnecessarily hate Hawkeye. He's just not the most interesting.
Yeah, I don't hate him.
He's the most
care.
like realistic hero, I guess you would say. And Natasha's the most realistic.
Well, not after this shit. She's not. So she should have been dead.
Well, I still say more than him just because like even in Age of Ultron he was like, and I'm using a bow and arrow, like none of this makes sense. And I'm like, yeah, using a bow and arrow in every situation has not made sense. But like it's cool. I mean, he's no one's favorite, but I mean, I look forward to every. I mean, when WandaVision was coming out, I wasn't excited about it at first when it was first announced.
Oh, I was.
I didn't care about WandaVision. I keep saying this. So after watching it, I was like, oh yeah, I appreciate them more now.
I was like Elizabeth Olsen, star of Wind River, in her own series, and she's got telekinesis. That's the best power in my mind. Cause it's like super strength, but you don't gotta touch anything. It's just you can force choke people.
She's Darth Vader, confirmed.
But if you got telekinesis, you can force choke people.
That's it for our Black Widow reaction review.
Yeah, I'd say it's not atrocious. It's not the worst Marvel movie.
It's not the worst. I think I've seen some pretty harsh reviews online, and it wasn't as bad as they were like. You said like someone called it like the Solo of the Marvel universe, and I don't think it was that bad. Solo was.
So I said there was one good scene in Solo. And two. One was when Paul Bettany got mad, just because I like Paul Bettany, and the one that was actually good was when Han Solo was like fighting, and it just looked like World War II but Star Wars. Those are the only two good parts.
I wish I could say I remembered specific scenes.
I remember that whole movie because I was just cataloging how much I didn't like it, I guess.
I wouldn't put this up there with Rogue One, but it was good. It was a good movie. It was a good standalone movie.
Mm-hmm.
Long time coming. I want to know what happened with Hawkeye and Natasha in Budapest. Give me a limited one episode series.
It's like honestly, just give us like a 20-minute short film.
Yeah, a 20-minute short film. That would suffice. I would be happy with that.
Also, give us like a 5-minute short film of Bucky fighting Isaiah Bradley in Korea.
Marvel, hit us up. We got a bunch of like just short tidbits you can post to make everyone happy. That's all.
We know you need more money, so
like and subscribe. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Adios.
All I need is 10 more